Well, the experts have decided on Chloe for Michael.
Okay.
And Chloe meets up with her friends
Yeah.
and shares that she'll be on Married at First Sight with Dr. Pepper there. I didn't write a whole lot about that scene and situation because this is weird.
Why is it weird?
It's so disjointed. The fact that we're having a wedding and a marriage in the middle of the season. This is an 8-week process. A month has already gone by. So, okay, Chloe, I'm going to hear you out and see what you got to give and what you got going on. But I'm not going to say I'm checked out, but I'm not too interested in your story at this point.
Well,
so we will see.
Well, tell us a little bit about Chloe, so like the people can learn a little bit about it a little bit.
Okay, well, Chloe's 39.
Yeah.
She is a senior director of development for a nonprofit.
Okay.
She's an animal lover. She has struggled with perfectionism in her life. Previous partners never have really been enough for her. And she said that some of her perfectionist ways cause unnecessary conflict. She also has worked crazy hours, and now she's trying to focus her life on fun and just enjoying the people that she loves.
And they thought that this woman will be perfectly paired with the guy who wears a crown on his head.
The eccentric, out there, wild Michael.
Now, listen here. I'm not going to... Listen, we don't know much about Michael either, but I know one thing. A guy that wears a crown from the woman that chose not to marry you.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Weeks later and things of that nature. I think you think very highly of yourself.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? I don't know what to think about this process. This is, I think they are hitting us with first time ever on Married at First Sight. So like they hitting us with a lot of first times. I feel like based on Michael, I don't know if he's serious enough for Chloe. That's all I have, because like I said, Michael haven't really been in the we don't know a whole lot about him or how he interacts.
But
based on him, he just seems very young. And she seems a little bit on the mature side, especially when she says stuff like, I've been working and things like that, and I'm trying to focus on fun. That doesn't mean that she's fun now.
No.
You get what I'm saying?
To me, it's still a process.
Yes.
To me, I think she's still got the perfectionist in her.
Okay.
I also feel that because it's easy to be alone by yourself in your house and say, I'm going to work on having fun and letting loose.
Nobody going to make
and it's different when a person comes in and starts moving and shaking things around. You're like, ho.
You're a little too much.
I don't like nightstands. I'm a minimalist. But your husband wants a nightstand for him to put his glasses, because Michael wears glasses.
Or put his crown. The joke was right. The joke was right there.
Okay, or his crown.
To put his crown right there. The joke was right there. Oh, you missed
the layup. But she don't like nightstands.
Yeah.
So this will be interesting. I guess. I don't know. I don't know what to think.
We'll see. Continue.
So she said that she wanted to do Married at First Sight because she hasn't found the right way to find a partner.
Okay, so you're weird too. Okay, continue.
Her friends give her the advice to have an open mind, an open heart, and to be a good listener. Whoa. So that tells me a lot.
That tells me she's opposite of all those things.
That she is closed mind, closed hearted, and she is a terrible listener.
Yes.
And even she jokes and says like, "Oh, I can't get upset and like slam a door or holler and scream." And I'm just like, "Now what now?"
No. Those are the things that she's willing to share with us on camera. She probably does more than slam the door and do things of that nature. There's probably some other things she do. But listen here. Listen to what her friends said about it. The friends were telling you. You're right, Blair.
Yeah. Dr. Pepper tells us, the audience,
yeah,
that she didn't tell Chloe about the unique circumstances when it comes to Michael and his marriage. So they decided not to tell her about Michael, that he was rejected at the altar, because they didn't want it to change their story.
Stop right there. How did you feel about that, honestly?
I felt that was deceptive.
Me too.
I was like, Dr. Pepper, I get what you're saying. You want her to have a full love story with Michael and only Michael, but Michael's going to tell her what happened.
Yeah.
And she's going to be the second option.
See, here's the thing. I think by not telling her, you make it a bigger issue than what it reality is. He never married the woman.
Yeah.
This is one thing if he got married, this would be one thing if this was Lauren and Orion.
Yeah.
And they say, Orion, we gonna find you a new girl since you got divorced. That's one thing that I'll probably be like, okay, I can understand why you're hiding that. But this woman didn't even go through with the marriage.
Yeah.
So he never really got started. You get what I'm saying? I think they made it more than what it was really is in reality. Guess what? Y'all both know y'all went on the show to get married at first sight. And you could just easily tell him, look, he is a contestant too for this experiment. And on the day of the wedding, the bride chose not to go through with it. Like, I don't understand why like they hiding that. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If anything, I would think that it might be because she'd start questioning the experts. Well, why didn't you choose me first? What did she have that I didn't have? How do you know I'm a perfect match for him when you had a match before me? So I think that opens up like
maybe.
a whole bunch of worms for her to kind of side-eye the process of y'all found somebody, but y'all had to dig back into the trash bin.
I mean, this is only recorded on TV, dude. You get up, so that's why I'm like, for you. Let's say if they do get married and they do stay together, it's only recorded on TV for her to eventually see it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why even hide it? Just rip off the Band-Aid now. Now that is a good point. I didn't think about that, but to counter that, if Chloe was to say that to me as an expert, I'd be like, listen here, it's an experiment. It's literally the random of a draw.
But it's like they forget that part. They're like, "Oh, you guys found my perfect match."
No.
Forgetting that this is an experiment.
I went like this, and I just chose a name. Okay, continue, Blair.
Well, Becca